Hi, my name is Jason Pope from Selec Group. We are solar panel installers from Cambridgeshire. So one of the questions I sometimes get asked is how long does it take to put up a solar system? Now, as with a lot of my things, the answer generally is it depends, because it does. It depends how big, complex, etc. But generally what we do as a company is we have it planned in over a 3-week period. Oh, it takes 3 weeks to put solar panels in? No, it doesn't take 3 weeks. So in the first week, we're finalising the equipment. We are having the scaffolding erected. So you as a customer will have the scaffolding put up in that week one. Normally takes a day, sometimes a day and a half, depends on the weather, how complex it is. The second week, we turn up, the equipment turns up, and we do the installation. It normally takes about a week or so, depending on lots of things like the weather, the wind, how many panels are going on. And then the third week, after we've handed over to you, the scaffolding will come down, and then that will be it complete. So although it's 3 weeks, the answer really is a week. Some companies will come and do it in a day, and some people think that's a really good thing. So me personally, I don't think that's a good thing. So if a company is putting up solar panels in a day, obviously they're going to have a lot more people than we do, and they've got another one to do the following day. So if they need an XYZ from the van and they haven't got it, they're going to bodge it. They haven't got time to go to the wholesalers. They haven't got time to go and get the exact thing that they really do need. So they will bodge it with what you've got. So we don't do that because we have time, because we spread ours out over a week and we have that programmed into the following week generally as an availability as well. If we need something to make it a proper installation, then we'll go and get it. And sometimes it's not necessarily wrong to fit whatever it is that we're intending to fit, but if we turn up and these roof tiles are not quite the same as we were expecting and a better roof panel would be better, we'll get some. There's no worries about that whatsoever. We're not going to worry that we've got to finish this job today. We'll go and get the different type of roof hooks and we'll fit them. Unfortunately, the companies that are chucking these systems in often turn up mob-handed. I've even seen it when the scaffolding goes up first thing as well. So scaffolding's up, they do the roof, scaffolding comes down at the end of the day and it's all on and working in a day. Now that's great because there's not much disruption for you as a household. However, you've had no opportunity whatsoever to check that installation has been put in properly. You can't see under all these panels, you can't see that the roof hooks have been fitted correctly. You can't see that the tiles have been notched so that they fit snug again over the roof hooks. You can't see that they haven't damaged that underneath. Whereas with our systems, it's all open. I'm not condoning coming up onto our scaffolding because you probably shouldn't. But when we're not here, come and have a look. We'll take photos anyway, so if you ask for them afterwards, we can show you the photos. All of our roof hooks are screwed in using proper stainless steel screws, all the way into the rafters. If something doesn't feel right, we'll take that out and put another one in. Whereas other companies, they'll just whack them in. You get screws hanging out the side of some of these rafters. It's not particularly good. We will notch the tiles if necessary. We will have flashings under them if necessary. So sometimes, say a slate tile, it needs extra flashings to keep that, make that waterproof. We use Genius Solutions. We think they're the best. But if we need those flashings, often we'll have some back at base. And if we weren't planning to have them to start with because of the type of tile, when we get here and it's a different type of tile or it's just not quite right, we'll go and get those flashings and we'll fit them, because we want this installation to be the best that we can possibly get it, so that you have the best installation you can possibly get. But that's just the way we roll. So my recommendation would always be go with a small company, small local company. They're working on their reputation. Their reputation is local. Some of these companies that are out of area, they'll come down from a different part of the country where labour is cheaper. They'll turn up with 5 people or more and they'll bash it out and then they'll disappear and they're not coming back. Or you get a large company and they're all over the place. They're using subcontractors, so you've no idea who is carrying out that activity. You might get a good person, you might get a good team, or you might not. You've got no control over that whatsoever. So you use a small company, you get to see those people. You've got a small team who are mostly employed. We only employ people for this sort of activity. We don't use contractors at all. The only contractor on our sites is the scaffolder, because we believe that a scaffolding company is the professional scaffolding company, should be used, not us. Again, you do get some companies, they'll fit something like this off of ladders, and yeah, it's cheaper for you, or they make more money, but it's dangerous. You fall off of this roof and hit the ground, you're not coming back from that. That's either life-changing or there is no life, and that's it, over and done with. Or, no, that's just not right. So get a proper company that does a proper job in a proper, safe way. And our customers literally know where I live, so we'll never get to that point. But if there's a problem, they can come knock on my door. But to be fair, we have a Vicky in the office, and Vicky always answers the phone, which is great. So they don't need to come knocking on my door.